Welcome to You Can Do It. This is the last video in the series of my videos about servicing these Dewalt chop saws. So it's taken months for the parts to come in. But anyway, we've got videos about truing this up so this doesn't move. This is all fine. But there's one last thing, and that is the deck. Look, see that? The deck, you can have this can all be perfect, but this deck here can wobble like this. And I'm going to show you exactly how we sort that out now. So I've taken off the back support here, and I'm going to take this off now, and you'll see exactly what we need to do. Okay, the way is there's a nut here, under here. So you take that nut off underneath there, and this thing comes out here. So what happens is you've got some plastic ports that sit on there, and there. And what happens is if this has been used for a long time, they just wear. And those supports, I've had to order some new ones from Dewalt, are notoriously slow, and here they are. Okay, now those things there, they pop up into these holes here. Now, you've got 6 holes here, but only put 3 in. So let me turn that upside down and I'll show you what we're going to do. So if you look here, you can see that there's obviously been one that's gone there, one there, and one at the back. So if you look at this situation, this is the back. So we need to put one in there, one there, and one there. 3 obviously being the triangle, and it'll always pivot on those 3. And if you put the other ones in, you could get a situation where even if you pulled it down, it moves. But with 3, it'll always be good. So we'll put those plugs in there, and then we'll put that back on. Put a little bit of grease in here and on there, and then we can tighten that back up and check it. So these are the little plugs. Look, it's taken ages to turn up. I was getting really frustrated. I ordered them from a Dewalt dealer, but it just took over. So I need to just tap those in with a little hammer gently, and then we'll put one in there, and then we'll put another one in here. Alright, so let me just go and get a little hammer, and I'll gently tap them in. Okay, be gentle with this. You don't want to deform the. That fits in there. And you can feel. There we are. Put those 3 in there. So now what we can do is put like a little bit of grease here, here, and in here, and we'll put it all back together. Alright, so it's easier to actually just put a bit here. You don't want to get all over the place because it'll get stuck with the. We'll put that on there, and it's actually easier to turn that upside down and stick it on there. There we are. Right, so now I need to get the nut and washer, and we can tighten that up. Okay, so I've tightened that up, and you should just be able to sort of move it. There we are. So there should be no play in that at all. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just put the catch in there, and then we're done. Okay, so that's on. It's all done. So we can now turn this over. Okay, so we've done that. That's all fine. We've done that. We put this all back on this. Now this is the last bit that we now need to make sure is true, because when I put this on, it was bent like a banana, like that. So obviously if you start cutting pieces of wood like that, you'll get a different angle than if you've got a longer piece all the way in. So what I've done there is you get a spirit level that's dead flat, you know that, and then you run it along there. So now you can see that is totally flat along there. But what I actually did was I put a couple of washers behind there because it was curved like that, and that's pushed that forward. So at the moment I'm just going to leave them in there, but you might find yours is bent the other way or whatever. But yeah, so that's now completely true there. So we're true there, we're true, all this is all true. And then the last one is, which I'll do some cut. You've got the final one was cuts with the wood, and then you can check that that's true like that, which is what I've done as well. So the next thing to do is actually cut some wood and check it like that and fine tune it. But basically we've done it. We've completely serviced the Dewalt 707. Great tool. So that's good now for a good another sort of 10 years of hard work. So it's all had new bearings in it. It's had new like bushes under there and everything. So yeah, great saw, good to go. I've put new rubbers on the bottom of that as well. So yeah, she's all ready to go. Hope this video's helped. I hope the series has helped. This is proper recycling. It's going through some of these old saws. They just don't make them like this anymore. These are so much stiffer and more accurate than the modern ones that they make. just because the aluminium is thinner. Everything's thinner and cheaper. So these are well worth keeping. You can do it. If you like the channel, subscribe, send me a comment. See you soon.